Welcome to Ignorance Unleashed with your host Salvatore Cavalieri. In just 10 minutes, enjoy no-nonsense insights with a dash of humor and absurdity. Approved by his psychiatrist and wife because they agree he needs this outlet.
Hey. So today we're going to continue in the series of about the 12 economic and demographic elements you need to look at it very well before you purchase a property, whatever kind of property it is. Okay, so let me show you and share the screen so you can see which ones are those 12. Okay, so let's go one by one, and then today we're going to concentrate on health and medicine. So number one, good paying jobs. Yes, you need a good paying jobs around the property that you are going to be looking to purchase. Okay, and not only good paying jobs, you want a variety of jobs. You just don't want one, because otherwise you will put in all your eggs in one basket. Okay, so then you need highways and infrastructure, meaning if this particular location, it is in a place that we have to cross through hard to get, you have to cross through an Everglade, you have to cross through mountains, and it's very remote, and you want to make money out of it. Well, you need to consider if that is accessible to the type of business or type of business the investment that you're doing. Okay, so if it is so far out, maybe it's not convenient. Okay, maybe it is for that particular type of property. So it all depends, but you need to have highways and infrastructure, because if you, let's say, you buy a property and there is no water whatsoever, okay, then you need to drill. Then if the highway is not there, then what are you going to do? How are you going to get there? So it depends, but you need to have infrastructure, okay, around it. Or seeing that the infrastructure is growing, the highways being expanded, more water plant treatments are being created. So if that stuff is going on or is about to go on, because you see projects are in the pipeline to be done, that means that a particular location is prone for growth. Someone has done a study for a particular reason that particular location, zip code, city is attracting more inhabitants. If the inhabitants come in, guess what? Prices will go up. Okay, airports. Not only an airport is important, but whatever is around it creates jobs, creates movement of cargo in and out of merchandise, etc., etc. Airports is a great source of revenue, a great source of business, and creates wealth all around it. So if you are within distance of a medium to bigger airport, you always have the opportunity to have multiple people in multiple businesses supporting the community around the airport, which means that your property most likely will be less prone to be empty if you're going to rent it out. Okay, ports is the same thing. A port is not only a tourist, nice with a flowery shirt. A port also brings in cargo from outside the United States into the United States, or the other way around, exporting. Okay, so a port creates a lot of jobs inside and outside the facility. So those are great sources of jobs, great sources of income, and putting your property around them is also a good thing. Okay. Check out the Port of Panama City. Is gorgeous, okay, and the surrounding businesses. Schools is the same thing. A family wants to be in a location where the school is a good school for their kids, so the kids can stay multiple years. If that is the case, a renter will not move out of their property if the rental property it is near good schools. Okay, safety. Okay, so who wants to live in a place that you're going to be monk when you come out? Okay, so that is happening in a lot of cities in the United States where it's dangerous just to come out, and that's for that reason a lot of those cities are losing population by the mass loads. Okay, and they're coming to other states, not only Texas and Florida, of course, coming in because they're escaping the west of the United States. Health and medicine, that's the topic that we're going to cover today, and I'm going to leave it as that. Entertainment, of course, if you work hard, you want to play hard, like the saying says, meaning, okay, so near my house, near my investment, what else can people do with their money, with their disposable income? Well, they can go to the cinema, they can use my parks, they can go wherever it is. So entertainment near the investment is also good. Okay, natural factors, meaning, okay, if you're going to buy a property, you want to make sure that little brook that you see It's not going to turn into a raging river. It's going to wipe out anything that you put on top. So you need to make sure that natural factors do not affect negatively the property. There are some natural factors that they are positive. For example, a nice view to the mountains, a nice view to the ocean, etc., etc. Those are positive. At the same time, you need to look at the natural factors in the 12 months of the year. You may go in summer and it looks beautiful, but maybe in winter, not even a penguin will live in there, okay? And there is no way to get there because there's no 10 feet of snow 6 months of the year. You need to consider those things. So don't be impressed or fall in love with a property, let's say in summer, okay? Because maybe in winter nobody can go in there. Population growth. Amazing. This is super important. You were in a place that people are finding exciting and awesome to live and to move in and to put their kids in school that is safe, that has medicine, has entertainment. So population growth requires all these services. So you want to be in a place that you see that people find it exciting to live, to grow, to invest, to have, to create their life in there. So population growth is extremely important. For example, there are cities in the United States, the population is going down. Most notably is the famous Detroit. I've been to Detroit and really it's striking just to see gorgeous buildings just empty because there is no reason to be there, at least for now. Okay, so a lot of the population just left. Now, I take my hat off to some of the people that invest in there. Now they can see an opportunity, but now I'm going to ask them, look, does that property check at least out of the 12, checks 12, out of the 12, at least 10 are checked by that particular property? So that's a good question. So then the next one, access to food and market. Believe it or not, there are properties for sale that they're gorgeous, but they are so far out into buying 3 tomatoes, for your salad, that sometimes is crazy. So you need to consider if there is access to food close by, relatively close by, I mean within 3 miles, 5 miles at tops. Otherwise, it makes living really difficult, okay? Especially if you're going to rent out a property to a family, stuff. If it's a shopping center, well, there's other things that need to support the shopping center that you own, so you need to have access to markets. Okay, and then the last one here is level of commercial and residential occupancies or vacancies. Meaning, if you drive around a particular town and you see one shopping center empty and you see another shopping center and another shopping center empty, that means that most likely the town may be in recession. Meaning that maybe one big source of jobs is gone. So now you have some landlords with 99% or 90% vacancy rate in that particular location, meaning that you have to take care of that. Okay. You need to take care of that in the sense of analyzing if this is worth or not doing it. The same thing if you see a lot of vacancies in residential, that means that probably residential is no longer a feasible business. Okay. So with that quick recap, let's go now to the health and medicine. Okay. We all get sick. Regretfully, people get in accidents and we all grow old. Okay, so when you consider a property, especially in real estate, that is a long-term investment, anything else that is 1 year is just pure speculation, and I am totally against it because no, this is not day trading. Real estate is not day trading, like some people say. So health and medicine means being in a location that has the other 11 elements, in favor, and then people can go and have them checked, for whatever ailment they may have or for whatever checkup they may want to do to prevent that. For example, it's happening more and more, I'm seeing where you have cities that they create in what is called the medical city for that city. So here close by in Orlando, we have Lake Nona Medical City where you have a lot, I think it's 4 or 5, at least research medical centers right there. You have hospitals as well. You have a lot of business support in that. So they create a lot of good paying jobs. Okay. And a lot of families want to live there or around it. because you have a lot of medicine and health in that location. Recently, I went to a small town. It's called Tavares. In Tavares, they have a medical city in Tavares. Believe it or not, there is a big hospital. You cross the street. There is a big, I would say, I would say about 2 square miles, all dedicated to medical services for all types of medical needs. Okay, they're right there located. Not only they're already functioning, but also it is already laid out with parcels of land still available for other services that may not be there. So when the city was created, someone had the foresight to think, hey, look, let's centralize everything that is medical in this particular part of town so people can go there. So you can have your dentist here, and then you cross the street and then get your CAT scan for your head, whatever. Okay? So health and medicine close by creates an incredible amount of opportunity. Besides that, tenants that work in the medical and the health business represent amazing good tenants for you. Okay, solid rent coming in every month. Okay, with that said,